Hi guys, so I guess this is part two as the video cut out just. So as I was saying, I have so much to think about in life. I don't want to have to worry or really obsess too much over what I did in the gym last week to know what to do the coming week or this session that I'm about to do, etc. I just want it written out in front of me. It just takes the stress or the thinking power of going, okay, what did I do last week? And what have I got to do to beat last week? And plus, you can almost lie to yourself. If you're having a bad day or whatever, you can think, oh, maybe I didn't do that last week, and I'll just go a little bit easier this week. But when it's wrote down in front of you, there's no crap. You know what you've done, and you can aim to match that or beat that. You'd be surprised that a lot of people they go in the gym and they worry that they feel a bit tired that day and they're not going to do as well, and they actually have an amazing session and they surprise themselves. And if that, I found that sometimes I felt like that. So I'd go in the gym, I'd feel really tired, and I'd think to myself, oh, I feel like crap today, and I don't know if I'm going to hit that number. But something within me just made me think, no, I've done that before. Let's just give it a try. And that enables progression a little bit better, or a little bit easier rather, because you're being accountable to what you've already done. And that's such a big thing. It's making you not have an easy way out because you've already done that. So once you know you've achieved it, you can, how can I put it? It makes you believe in yourself because you've already done that. So you know that you can do that and potentially progress on top of that. A lot of clients, when I've trained them one-to-one in a gym, I'll say, right, okay, we're going to do this. And they said, have I done that before? And I said, yeah, you've done that. It was easy. And they almost don't believe sometimes what they've lifted. But as it's wrote down, they're like, oh, okay, fair enough. We'll do that then, and I'll try and beat that. And it really makes, I found doing it with clients, it really makes them kind of compete against themselves, which is a really nice thing to watch, because it kind of shows me that they want to progress and they want to be better than they were. So it's quite a magical thing, really. And you don't have to write it with a book and a pen and paper or whatever. I literally just log my numbers in my mobile phone, and I just generally keep the top 3 or 4 lifts per each movement. Again, this can really differ exercise to exercise because some movements, such as big compounds like squats and stuff like that, you might keep more readings for, but then if it's just like a hamstring curl, you may just keep like 2. But to be honest, logging is a really individual thing in terms of what you want to write down and how you want to write it down. I wrote down what I can understand. So, what I might show someone my logging notes and they might not understand that at all, but as long as I understand it, that's the main thing. And for example, on a bench press or a squat or any barbell movement, I will write down what's per side, because again, that takes some brain power out of it. It's most people know that 40 kilo a side on a normal barbell is like 100 kilo, but if I write down 40 a side rather than that I've completed 100 kilo for X amount of reps, it's just easier for me. And same with any machine, I'll just write down what I've done per side. Again, just make it as simple and as basic and as easy to read as possible, rather than having to sit there and kind of work things out. Okay, so if I've done a 230 kilo deadlift, how much is that per side? If you write down per side, it's already there for you. I mean, this is not really an introduction to logging. This is just kind of my beliefs on it, and some things that some people question about it, as we've spoken about, such as focusing on numbers and it being demoralizing and hitting walls and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just something that I feel is really good. It's worked for me. It's worked for the majority of people that I work with, and as I said, I mean, the bottom line of what I was kind of saying was the only guy in the UK to win the Olympia in the open class was Dorian, and he used to log, and if I remember correctly, he still has all his notes and stuff now, even down to kind of how he felt and whatnot, if I remember correctly. So he was one of the best in the world, 6 years in a row. So it seems a good technique, but I mean, you guys have got to do what you think is best for you. But if you're a client of mine, I want you to keep notes. Ideally, I'm not going to force any kind of method on anyone, but that's what I feel would be the most optimal thing to do.